Shalom, shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites, come to you week in and week out, prophesying the return of the Most High, His heavenly Son. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, the Great Millstone, the GMS. Honors to all Akim around the planet. Lifted up today by Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in truth and sincerity. This is Brother Uriah from Great Millstone, Chicago, and as you see on the screen, you see a whole bunch of wigs. Now, these wigs will actually tell you also, this is part of Bible prophecy, all right? And I'm gonna get to the scripture in a minute. All right, but I was with the brother and his rib and his woman, and I was driving them, and she went to go to the beauty supply store, and it was right next to the errand I was running. I went to the bank to pay bills to Esau to give render to Caesar Caesar's, and then and she's like, oh, can I stop at the beauty supply store? So it was like, okay, well, I'll stop at the beauty supply joint for her, you know. And as I'm in there, I'm not paying half. I'm actually was looking for women, and there was no women there except the one employee. She had a ring on her finger, so I didn't even make no move on her. All right. Hold on one second. All right. So I wasn't really paying attention, but when you walk in, it's nothing but about hundreds and hundreds. When I say hundreds, I'm talking about literally of wigs. Now you got packs of weed, you got packs of hair products and hair ties and bandanas and wraps or whatever you have you. All the stuff that pertains to basically the beauty of hair supply and females and stuff. But and I up and down the aisles, you see nothing but wigs atop of the aisles, and some all the way up to the ceiling, like you see here. But this is by the cashier. This was behind the cashier. Now, majority of these wigs over there were for cheap as $14, $15, $20 wigs, $30 wigs, a bunch of $30, $40, $50 wigs. All right. And so when I saw that, I was assuming that you would get anything between $15, $20 and $50, $60 for some wigs, which to me is still retarded. And it just like wow, because we like women without their all natural hair, right? And even if they don't have their all natural, we're going to say that we prefer all natural, So we get to the counter, and so I'm in the exploration mode, but I am not paying attention to what you see right here behind the counter. But the brother was, okay, and the brother was like, God damn! I said, what? And he said, do you see how much they paying for this abominable shit? So now I'm going to zoom in because I don't know if you can see. Some of these are $2.99, $3.99. All right. I was like, what the fuck? Who would pay $300? And you see, now I'm looking at all these so-called black wigs and gray-haired wigs and all that for $30, $40. See these blonde shits? Here go one for $3.99. We was like, what the fuck? Get the hell out of here. Who would pay that? That's retarded, right? Lo and behold, I got to cue in the next picture. Let's see. On closer inspection, wait, did you see what I'm seeing here? $6.99. It's like, wait a minute, for some redhead shit? $4.99. From some black curly ass shit. Alright? But on closer inspection, bro, $999 for this And then for the blonde version, $1,399 for this hair hat. I said, I had to take a picture. I said, I got to do a lesson on this. See, this is why Sheree, all right, and Deja Nene, this is why they leave these men, all right? That's why they leave these men and want child support. And then when you ask the child, you know, did you get the brand new, you know, Jordans with the super pump grip? No, I didn't. Mommy took that money and bought her some. She took that money and went to the goddamn it beauty supply store so she can go get her some fake ass shite and get robbed. I mean robbed. All those horses, you know what I'm saying? Can't swat flies off their ass no more. All those women in these foreign countries who grow hair till I be goddamn as shorting their shit to come over here and for they can make bukus of dollars. Now I see why the you know, during those riots, them bitches was hitting these stores and smashing these places. Went in there and just breaking shop and taking all their shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this is ridiculous. $500, you know, $900, $1,000. That's a car. A car. So I got blew by this, and I was like, man, maybe because men don't be going inside these stores, we don't be knowing what the deal is. And then you can sit there and tell this woman, there was a girl in there. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And she's trying to pick a wig, and she had this very bushy, you know, very tightly curled hair, but it was pretty, but it was, you know, ratchet, you know, because it wasn't all the way, you know, groomed or whatever, and it was multicolored with burgundy and, you know, mixed with her normal brown hair, black hair, whatever. And she was, I was like, what you having a problem? You know, I understand because about 1 billion wigs to pick from, so I just don't know which one I want. And I said, what's wrong with your own hair? She said, it's nothing. I said, it's nice. She said, I know, but I just hate doing it. I hate having to do it all the time. I hate it. It's like I said, it's just so much to takes so long to do, and I just blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my. I said, you know, I tell you what most men think. Most men would say, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, it's cool, but they would prefer what you got. She said, I know, I just hate dealing with it so much. So the spirit was like, ask her, does she got a man? Otherwise, I might have made a move. So I asked her, does she got a man? And of course, no, matter of fact, I didn't even ask her, does she got a man? I asked her, I said, well, what do your boyfriend think about it? Because if she wouldn't have a boyfriend, she would say, I don't got a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Which was the answer I was looking for. I was like, what was your boyfriend thinking? And she was like, oh, he said the same thing. He prefer my hair, but he said he don't care. I said, see, and in my mind, I said, see, but I said it out loud. I said, see, and I didn't go that hard. I would have said fully, see, how can your man say, I want this, I prefer this, but you give him that? Because it's not about him, it's about you. And you think this is what looks good because this is what America's told you looks good. But your man said this is what he wanted, but you're going to give him this shit here. You know what I'm saying? I will say she wasn't looking at them. She was at the $30, $40 range. But it's like, real men of the Lord don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the point being, I ain't going to deny a female to deal with her. She did have the Ronald McDonald, you know, home the clown hairdo either. But that's just because, you know, shit, when you ain't got nothing, you take what the Lord can give you. Alright? But this is the spirit of these women. Alright? So let me get a scripture too. And it's not a long video. I just want to show through the spirit that madness, man. That's madness, bro. Have you ever heard a man saying, like, yeah, I gotta go ahead and get this wig, man. It's called $625. If I can get this Jerry Curl wig, this Prince wig, this... What? Hell no, we ain't doing all that dumbass shit. And if these real men knew what these bitches was spending on this shit, they'll cuss their asses out, man. Fuck you spending $1,000 for this shit. Told you your shit nice and you're beautiful and you're the fucking your beautiful shit for this bullshit. Ugh. Isaiah, 3rd chapter. We jump right down to I want to, well, you know, I'm driving, so I'm gonna try to do the best that I can. It was starting off with verse 16. God damn it, missed my exit. I think I missed my exit. I didn't know it was gonna come up this soon. Salaki. Okay, I did miss it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I'll be okay. I could have took that way, but no, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Okay. Salaki had to check out my logistics. Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. See, he said the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American women, all right, he said they're haughty, they're proud, okay, and they're, as a matter of fact, and we drove by a homeless woman and her man, and you can see the pride of her and scoffing him, and he homeless, they both homeless, they both on the side of the road begging for money, and you can see the just the wicked spirit on her, and and he fussing at her giving him grief. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Jake is just gone, bro. They revolted and gone. This is and walk with stretched forth necks. They proud, got their head up like their shit don't stink. All right, when their shit absolutely do stink. Okay, from all the other cum droplets that's on their pubes, shit from the piss that they don't wipe themselves nice, good enough on their shit. All right, and these motherfuckers be smelling like men out here, man. Had a nerve talk about a nigga, man. Y'all, man, and wanton eyes, the hoish eyes, flirtatious eyes. All right, walking and mincing, walking and switching, twerking as they go. All right, shaking that ass. All right. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And if those issues, those small hats, those Amalekites were really the true biblical Hebrew Israelites by blood, then why don't we see a whole bunch of Edomitish, Amalekitish women, these so-called white women, all right? Why don't we see them with fucked up hair? Okay, why don't we see them bald-headed? Why don't we see them with that ratchet mop top looking? We see these women sometimes, Jake, be looking like, all right? The Lord said, therefore I will the Lord smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And the Lord will discover their secret parts. And that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their cauls, and their round tires like the moon. Those big old asses. Alright, so I see a lot of Jake women now without those big asses. Why? Because the Lord has been taking a lot of that ass away from the women who didn't know how to handle that ass in righteousness. Alright? This is Isaiah 3:18. That word cauls is the Hebrew word shabayas, which means a front band for a woman's head. That's what they're trying to say. And that's not what it means. Let's look at the strong definition. Meaning to interweave a netting for the hair, a caul, which is a netting for the hair. What is a netting for the hair? Well, here you go. Because if you go look really closely on these, that's a net. The hair is attached to it, and once they put the female puts this caul on top of her head, they cut out that extra netting and then blend it in and with some curly cues of her own hair or with a wig hair to make it look all natural. And but you still see, and I can see it now. Seeing all those that call. Matter of fact, you see it all the time on the female. Here you go. This is a perfect example. You see, that's the netting right over her forehead and over the eye of this mannequin right here. That's and the whole piece is a caul. It's a network of hair, right? That's a curse that our women have to and want and desire to wear this shit, and it comes from not being happy with their own shit, and then also becoming lazy and not being happy with their own shit. Okay? And it's in the scriptures. You just saw it right there. Alright? They're cauls. The wigs are a caul, man. Alright? Their chains, their bracelets and their mufflers, their bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, the headbands, the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose rings, the changeable suits of apparel, the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils, which was all at that store, by the way. All right. So like here, don't want to miss my exit now, and I think it's coming up. They're gonna forget that I was making a drive. Yeah. All right, so like it says, and it came to pass. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell there, shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of a well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. All right, and the Lord is giving them just that. Okay. Why? For their disobedience and for their ratchetness and for their wickedness. The Lord is taking all their beauty away, and now they got this fake pseudo beauty, but talk about wanting a real man. All right. So hopefully this has been edifying. Hold on a second. God, hopefully this has been edifying through the Spirit and power. The scriptures are telling you the truth and the nature, and busting out who's who and what's what from the rooter to the tutor. All right, if you're wise, you'll hear these words and you'll make your adjustments into the scriptures. And you women and sisters listening, man, take that garbage out of your fucking head. Stop wasting your money on that goddamn dumbass shit. Take the time to do your hair. Take the time to braid it up. Take the time to make it look nice for your husband or your potential husband, and know that real men don't care about that dumb shit. Alright? Hopefully this has been edifying through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakakadash. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, a great millstone of GMS. Honors to all Akim around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh by Yahushai, in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the righteous Akwath who are obedient to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai and their husbands. Alright? And who don't get caught up in all this madness. So with that, we're going to say Shalom and a Bible.